Hello, this is Padmanabhan from SBI Aquatics Transhipping Services. So I have come up with one video today, which is very useful for all the fish hobbyists, breeders, traders, right, anybody across the world. So this is something to do with the sterilization process of live worms or frozen worms, basically not the dry ones. So whenever we feed worms, we carry always chances of parasite infection for fishes. So the reason is most of the worms are being treated with PP, protection program. What happens there is, so this is a 100 grams packet. Blood worms are taken for demo. So what happens when we use the PP disinfection process? Basically the worms, the outer layer, right, the outside portion of the worm gets sterilized. That too majorly the bacterial infections. So sometimes it might carry even virus, and especially if it carries bacterial virus which are present inside the system, right, in the stomach and inside the body. Those will not get killed with the PP sterilization process. So this is a fear most of the people have. Say they avoid feeding bloodworms because when you feed the bloodworms, you have to go in for routine internal parasite treatment, use medicines and all that. So I will show you a process where you can safely feed your fishes, even bloodworms, even Tubiflex, any worm, even live or frozen. So we use a special instrument which are set in certain wavelength, the UV radiation. So the radiation which we have customized and made it's good enough to kill all the parasites, pathogens, including bacteria and viruses. So you need to expose this for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, good enough. Then you are 100% secure, almost 99.99% secure that you don't carry any risk. So I'll cover this short video in 4 parts. Basically the part 1 is what you are seeing, introduction. Part 2 I will show how to clean the worm, dead worm, and part 3 I'll show you how to sterilize using the instrument. And we can supply this instrument also, whoever is interested to buy and use it for your purpose. And for this we'll show you feeding the worms to our fishes, so wherein it's very safe. So this is what we follow, and we thought of sharing with everybody so that it's useful for everyone, So let us proceed to the next part. Thank you. So I'll show the demo. So I've taken this 100 gram packet, so use a scissor to cut the cover. Now what I'll do is I'll just take little water inside this cover. Okay. So once you have water, it easily melts. So once you have transferred it to any bowl or any container, so just okay. So I've taken everything. So like this. Then I'll show just little, then I'll continue the whole process because I cannot have a long video. Take this kind of coffee strainer, so wherein the water gets drained out and the worms gets retained. So why we need to wash is whenever the worms are cleaned and it's kept in a frozen state inside the freezer, they release the blood out of their body. So that blood has to be removed, it should not go into your aquarium. So that's the whole purpose of cleaning. At the same time, any dirt or something, if it's there, that can be removed because it will stay at the bottom. So what I'll do is slowly I'll drain the worms like this, take little by little. So you can see all the blades are coming out. So like this, take the strainer and run it through the water. Just run it through the water. So until you see a clear water in this, right? So once you have a clear water, and this can be taken further for the sterilization process. So this is a method of cleaning the worms. and then I'll cover how to sterilize with our UV light in the next session. Okay. So welcome to the third part. So I've taken the bloodworms and placed it in this plate. So you can use a separate plate for this disinfection process, and then I've used little water, fresh water. Usually you can use aquarium water, same water, so that the worms can be easily moved when the radiation falls on them. So let me on and show you. So this you can do it for 3 minutes to 4 minutes. So once I on, now the radiations are on the worms, so it's covering the entire plate. So now if you want, you can just stir a bit, right, and leave it for some 3 minutes. So once you complete this process of having your worms under the UV radiation for 3 minutes, then you can just collect it. If you want, you can wash, or that's also fine. You can directly feed these worms to your fishes. So this will make sure that whatever parasites are inside the system, everything gets killed, and it's pretty safe. You will not have any issue in terms of no need to do any little parasite treatments by feeding worms, or because of this fear you need not avoid feeding high protein rich bloodworms or tubiflex to your fishes. So thank you so much. So I collected the worms in a small container. So I'll show you the feeding. Now just take little worm and drop to your fish. Okay. So now whatever you're feeding is very secure. So need not worry about any parasite. It's properly disinfected clinically. It's clinically proven method. So it's pretty safe. So this can be done for any fish, not just flora. I'm just showing a demo of flora. You can feed for any fish, even fishes which are very sensitive. So this is golden tiger barb, so planted fishes. So I'm showing you for this also. So you can see the fishes will go literally crazy, right? It's very safe also. So no issues, and if you are following this method, no issues. Fishes will be very healthy. I hope everyone will like this video and follow this process. So I'll show it for the haltons what I have at my home and discuss. So all these guys are waiting now. Completely safe. That's it. So they'll complete in maybe another 4-5 minutes. Well, fish lovers, so maybe you would have liked this demonstration. So if you want the instrument, you can place order. I'll leave my contact details in my YouTube channel as well as my Insta account. Maybe we might post it on Facebook also. So everyone can follow this method and keep your fishes safe from all the parasitic infections, bacterial infections, viral infections. So all the pathogens and virus will get cleared. So your worms are now 99.99% secure to feed your fishes, and you need not do any internal parasite treatments, right? So it's very safe process, clinically proven, and happy fish keeping.